Hi everyone, this is Imam. Previously, I have created a model of a simple aircraft or plane, maybe more like a toy aircraft or plane. So, in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make it much more smoother, so it doesn't have rough edges or something like that. So, we will try to reduce the rough edges, so make it. So that's what we had before. Let's see. Let's see. Righty. I think one of these plan is not necessary. This one is the one. We switch to the viewport shading. Yeah, and also we can go for the this method is the original rendered shading. So it's almost like a quick rendered method. So but we go in this. Let's go to that quick rendered method. So we see how it looks. So the problem is with this, of course, depending on your requirements, this is perfectly fine if you needed a model like this. But sometimes you want to have more like a smoother model. What I mean is like you don't have this blocky structure making up this aircraft or plane. So we want to make it more smooth and round all around us is blending, the shape is blending and looks more realistic. So yeah, so first of all, so for this I'm gonna use a technique called beveling. So beveling is a technique, so we essentially split any edge. So here we have, so if we go to the edit mode by pressing tab key and then we select edge select, and then by right clicking I can select individual edges. So you can see by splitting these edges to one or more I can smooth out our shape. This rectangular shape would become more like a natural shape, what we see naturally. So I'm gonna use the feature called beveling. So you can find the beveling here under the menu or vertex. Bevel vertices, bevel edges, or bevel faces, bevel edges normally. So first of all, we wanna, so we have to choose which edge. Also, we have to be careful about the flow of the edge. So because the beveling feature would not work always, so you have to be careful where you want to apply this turn on this panel by pressing N. We don't need that at the moment. And let's select. So the top edge looks like not so smooth. It looks pointy, so we want to make it round. So we select. So I would select this edge and then I'll select, because here everything is getting really close. I don't want to go that far. So here, because there is a point, intersection point there, everything converging there, I don't want to, because the bevel feature otherwise would not allow us to do much expansion. So what I mean, I'll show you guys what I mean. So I'll select up to here. To select, so I just hold control key and right clicking will select all the edges along that from the first edge selection. So I select it, then I on the keyboard I press control B to bring up the bevel tool, and then you can see how it's splitting. So it's kind of not working, looks like. So we can't really do much about it with the bevel tool, seems like, because we are using a mirror tool. Let's try differently. Maybe it would work. So if I move my mouse, it shows how much I'm applying the beveling. So if I left click and then here under here I can adjust the beveling tool. So how much I want the width to adjust by clicking left and holding a moving mouse. I should be able to But if I tick the clap overlap, it would not cross any boundaries, so it will maintain the shape. So now it's maintaining the shape and nothing is changing, which means we can't really apply bevel here for this particular edge without really destroying the nearby vertices or edges when we have clap overlap. And yeah, we can choose the metering in outer arc or sharp. Is it a kind of joining type? And let's leave it. So we press Ctrl Z to undo this beveling for this, because since it's not working, and the reason is I don't want to include this into the beveling. Let's try now again. By right clicking on that, I deselected that. Control right click, and then again try beveling now. Seems like let's untick the clapping. It's still not working, unfortunately, so we have to try a different method. Just pressed Ctrl Z to undo the operation. Let's start off with since we can't really do much about that side, I think let's try to do this for this particular. So just selecting that one and control right click to select the edge linked edges. So now I apply bevel tool here. Now you see how it's applying the it's smoothing out the. So first of all, maybe because we are now destroying, so you can see the, you can apply as much as you want here, but it's kind of crashing into nearby edges of vertices. You can stop it by ticking this clamp overlap, so it would go up to where it's touching. So the top vertex is almost touching, so you can't go any farther at this so this much. And also we can have multiple segments to make it smoother. See one segment, and what it does, it automatically creates multiple segments and makes it rounder. So if we had only one, we had a kind of line, and then if we had multiple, it would become a little bit smoother. So let's undo this. I feel like not doing it there. Let's smooth this one. Select and apply bevel there, and this is what we want. Before doing anything, okay, I think we can apply up to here, and then because we have clamp overlap, it just stopped overpassing this particular thing. So now by clicking 3, by pressing 3 on the keyboard, we can see it's much smoother now. If we had only one, it's a straight line, then came round. But how many segments you want, it's up to you, how much detail you want. So I would normally put 4. It looks smooth round. And then yeah, wide is touching point up to so it's touching. Perfect. Now I come out of this. Now here, because now we have got one additional vertex edge is touching the previous this vertex, so we have to remove duplication of vertices. Let's select all the things. Going to the vertex tool, you can see that now there are 2 vertices here. If I click on that one, I can, if I move with G, you see this one, and again, and there's another one just under on the same. We wanna remove this duplicate what is introduced by the bevel tool edges. So to do that, select all, A, pressing A double, and then Control V to bring up the vertex menu, and then merge vertices by distance. You see removed one vertices, and we merge distance. We define this to be, if the any two vertices are closer than these, then they will be merged into one. That's what happened with this vertex. Now you can see, now there is only one particular vertex, not two. So here also we wanna remove our, what is it, let's go to the exit exit the edit mode and go to the material. We remove this material just for the, so with that we see what we're editing more clearly. Now going back to the edit mode, we remove these window vertices. I think we, while editing, any unnecessary thing we want to remove, we add it later. So remove this. So to remove it, we say dissolve vertex, so it dissolved. Again we say dissolve vertex, dissolved, and we say dissolve vertex. Now what happened, we have a vertex here and here. We want to connect with an edge. By pressing J it would connect. Can we do the same for this, and we kind of stitching the shape back to original. So here now we have, looking from the side, you can see how it's looking now. So alrighty, here for this particular, because we don't want this sharp thing, we want a bevel only this vertex. So by pressing Ctrl V, and should uh, remove the clamp tool, and seems like for some reasons, let's decrease the segments. Let's try differently. So okay, vertex clamping is not working. Let's Ctrl Z to undo. What we can do to remove, okay, we can select this and then do beveling there, and that's what we needed, right? So we kind of apply. Now looking from the side, it's much more smoother. As you can see, creating, by defining segments we can make it smoother. Let's I think, yeah, that's about it. And looking from the side, I think let's adjust this by selecting both, right clicking and holding, while holding shift, pressing G twice to move along the edges, and then just fixing minor details introduced by the bevel tool. And here as well, you can see, select this all, by pressing G twice, move along the edge. Now we kind of have, yeah, now still we have the edge, because I think one way to fix this, instead of doing this splitting, the way will be split um, the, because here this one, I think that's the way to go. So let's select, I don't wanna go near because this is one point, converging point, gonna mess things up, and we just do up to here. So we select it all, and then we're selecting edge tool, Ctrl V to introduce bevel. You see how it's doing smoothing. Now you see, okay, it's, but we have to apply the clamp so that it doesn't overlap. It doesn't. Alrighty, we reduce the segment to 2, maybe 2 looks smoother, right? I think that's it. And here we introduced a new shape deformation because we only did up to here, not. So to fix this, let's go to the vertex. We dissolve this vertex, dissolve, also we dissolve this one, and now we join this with this, this, holding shift J to join. So we joined those two, and this with an edge, again J to join. See now how it's blending in. So we kind of, because if we, the reason we didn't do it with Bevel, it would not simply allow us to create this. It would just resist because of clamping. It would create a duplicated vertex here and would not allow to us to expand. So we could not use one converging point to use the Bevel tool very efficiently. And again, we have the same issue in here as well. We do the same by going into the edit. We kind of dissolve this vertex to remove without destroying our shape. And then select these two vertices by holding shift key and J to connect. Again, select these two and J to connect. Now we have a nice shape. Again, we wanna same we wanted to do with this because it's a sharp, one way to, here I think we have to, by pressing period on the new market, we bring it up, this we join by holding shift and selecting this to versus J to join. Again, looking from the, okay, let's undo and J to join. Okay, let's select this two and double G to adjust, just align it. You can see here what we did here with the bevel tool is merging at this point. The shape is, which is how the naturally it should be. Let's Control S to save. And with this top, let's select, do the same for this. Let's see if we can do the bevel tool up to here. As previously we saw, it didn't work. Let's try again. It's not working. So obviously, this is kind of breaking, which we kind of we don't want. So another way to create an edge loop, because the reason is here, of course, we can apply clamping and then it doesn't do anything wrong. Can't really apply bevel there. So let's think, if we try again, let's see what's the problem. The problem is the here seems like we're splitting into so many different, so because this is a convergence point, we can't really use that. So let's undo, and we, here seems like we have 2 points, not one, and here we have to merge these 2 points. So let's select both, and then selected both and then merge last. So now it's fixed. So now let's try again. So if you have a converging point or where, so the bevel would not work, you have to make sure, I mean not point vertex, so bevel, not try bevel. Now it's doing remarkably better than before. but here we see and the vertices all over the place, so we do clamping and then it doesn't work very well with clamping on, and without clamping we are getting this strange shape, kind of not perfect, so we're getting something. The reason is because this edge, it doesn't have any nearby another edge, so it's splitting in a different manner than we. So what we can do, we have to make sure uh, this edge it is a seam, so it doesn't break. So here, here's the converging point. We don't want that. Let's select up to no. From here, while pressing Ctrl and right clicking, we should select, and we go edge mark seam. Mark seam, where is it? Mark seam. So now it's considered for the bevel tool is considered to be hard edge and should not split the way it was split. Now select these edges. Let's select edge tool. So select it now. We wanna deselect this because it's merging here. Let's try bevel now. Let's see. Now it's working remarkably better, as you can see. Something oh no, and this is still maybe let's try level tool again, and then here mark seam, loop slide, mark seam. If we do vertex only, we could also do vertex only, so uh, it's a different way. Of course, it's not very nice, and it doesn't always work, but it does smooth out the edge, but not exactly how we want it to be. And but we want, now this seems like it's working up to here, because here still see there is a something going on. There's let's undo this. Say first, so it seems like, oh, we can use later we can use a modifier tool for this, as we marked this particular edge as seam. We could use a modifier as found in here, say it says a bevel modifier, and for this bevel modifier we could select a particular, suppose uh, with it's not working for some reason. Clamp overlap. Yeah. Loop slide, profile material. And here, mark same. Okay, it doesn't work, seem like. So, I think another way to solve this, we create an edge loop here, right here, and then we try to, so I'm adding so let's escape, press escape. Number of cards we can define as 2 cards, and we wanna apply smoothness profile here. So that's how um, it can be solved. So that's it. So now, using this technique, we just smooth it out, as you can see, using applying to, and then smoothness factor, clamp, of course. Now we wanna go to the vertex selection mode and select these two, J, select this two, and J to join. Select these two, J to join. So we wanna maintain the flow of vertices, flow of edges, and here as well. For all these additional vertices, we wanna join. And let's get rid of this seam profile. Seam is used for some other reason. At the moment we don't really need seaming. By holding control and right clicking, and we say vertex edge clear seam, and we cleared. So now we smooth out our plane a lot. Here, see, we don't need this additional. If we need any, don't need any profiles. It seems like this one is not needed. So let's remove. Pressing X, dissolve. Now we say dissolve edges. So we got rid of that particular edge. Let's look from the side by pressing 3, and then looks alright to me. Now, yeah, let's move on, modifying our plane. We wanna add, let's go to the edge selection mode and modify the way it looks here. I don't wanna select this profile. um, let's select that as well, because there is a, say, the join here. We may have some problem there. So here we wanna, because there's a join here as well. So wherever the join is, I think let's try all through, because that's where the connection is to different parts. So we use bevel tool again, Control V, and the keyboard. Yeah, it looks alright to me. While moving mouse, yeah, it looks alright. And let's I think there is no issue with the clamping, because the way we designed everything, it's all right. Let's increase the segment to smooth it out. And yeah, it's I think, yeah, it should be all right. I think yeah, that's about it. Let's reduce this to 3. And yeah, and we can try this outer meter arc, inner meter arc as well. It doesn't really it's not necessary always. So let's get rid of, go to sharp. That's it. Now we have this smooth profile all around, and as you can see, it's becoming much nicer. And also we want to do the same for this particular, we want to use a bevel tool. We want to start from here, and well, because there we have a single point, we don't want to go up to that. So just select up to a control, right click, and we use the bevel tool again, Control V. So we have clamping on. I think that's about it. That's all right. And yeah, from looking from the top by pressing 7, you see here sharp edge is not. So okay, we have, So we have to get rid of this particular varieties. This one, let's dissolve varieties. Now it became like that. We wanna just join this sync j, join to the single point we have. So it created a face automatically. Yeah, now it looks all right. So we got a nice smooth front, and also we want to do the same for back. Here we have a, let's go to the edge selection, and we have a select up to here, control, and we want to do a bevel there, control V, and let's try up to there. So I think that's enough, and we want to do the same for this side, control, and also we want to do bevel again. And because we have clamp on, so it's not doing. Later we have to remove the additional. Let's remove the additional vertices. Vertex selection mode, select all the vertices by double pressing A. Control V to bring up merge vertices by distance. Remove 3 vertices which are colliding, overlapping here maybe, and also somewhere there, and it fixes the problem. Now we we remove this, because again we have to solve this as well. Dissolve vertice. We join this with this J, and again we remove this one as well, dissolve vertice, but it removes whole lot. First we have to, let's select, we get close to that by pressing period, see how it's so we have to join, we have to remove dissolve vertex is dissolve, and then we wanna join this to this, and again join this to this J, pressing join this to this, join this to this. Am I making some mistakes there? No, not really. J, and this to this J. One more here, this to this J. Now we have a really smooth. Let's go to this shading mode. As you can see here, now we have and here one margin, but it's fine because it's merging from, because of the bevel tool, from merging from flat to. So now everything seems alright, as you can see. And also we wanna smooth out from here. Let's go to the edge selection, and then we wanna split, because here as well, bevel tool, see how we applying the smoothness profile there, so there is no hard edge. And again we do the same for this as well. It's control and control V to, and of course we go up to there, and that's it. And we select everything and control V, merge vertices by distance 1, removed there, and this one, and go to the vertex selection mode. Here we something we want to fix. The bevel tool could not fix. See, we want to dissolve this, dissolve vertex, and then we want to connect this to this J. So it looks all perfectly fine. Remove, dissolve this vertex, and it's all automatically connected. Now for this additional, let's undo. Let's see how other way it can be solved. I think or we can thinking, okay, it's I think it's all right as far as the thing is concerned. Here we have similar issues going on there. I think the best way, let's dissolve this, because dissolve we don't need, and we can join this if we need to, just making everything streamlined so there is no additional so it's all following, it's all this J, and dissolve this as well. Let's generate this the automatic thing works, but sometimes let's join this so we have a quad now, so let's try to, yeah, so you have to make sure things are like a quad, four sides, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 is fine, I think. Yeah, now again we can do the same here as well. By pressing a period in the numeric keypad, we dissolve this, dissolve vertex, connect with this J, and dissolve this one. Can join this and this. It could be right here, but I just don't like the way it's join. So stitching things together. So here we may have a, because there's a single point, you see it's not smooth, so we can dissolve this and connect this like that. And now see if we have face here. Yeah, so we don't have any single point there now, so that's how we get rid of the single point here as well. We dissolve. So these things are introduced by the bevel tool because it's not smart enough to figure out the flow. Maintaining case it's really for complicated geometry, you have to just look at and fix your own. And now it's looks like a perfect profile. So additional, maybe here we wanna smooth things out. Let's look from the side. Side we wanna move along the edge. So G, double G, and then just fix it there. And we wanna do a bevel there. Bevel, Control V. So this it's all right. Yeah, so we smooth it out. Also, because there is a sharp point there, we could do point bevel. No, not really, doesn't work. And we want to do a bevel for this bevel. So even though it's creating additional points unnecessary, so one thing is going out, we have to fix it. So let's resolve this. So we now have an open thing, because here we look from the top. See, from this, because we have this additional, um, let's get rid of the bevel. Let's do it the other way. So we don't include the last thing for the bevel, last where the point edges are converging, and we do the bevel here, which should work as before, and here, and then here we fix this, dissolve this, and dissolve these as well, and join these all together. And yeah, we have a face now. Yeah, looks all right. Only thing, we could also apply another edge loop there to smooth it out, but I think it's fine. So these are the techniques. So we wanna also apply a bevel here as well. Again, converging point, things would be not right here, you can see. So we don't want to select the last bit. Again, for this as well, bevel, and see the clamp is um, restricting the um, restricting the if we go to the vertex selection mode, see how this is been done. And here you want to do dissolve, and again select this and this, and join using this join, like we did for every other case. And so it looks like it's coming from the sharp point in there. Here we have something. What we can do here, we can select this two, and then I think this shape is fine. Let's keep it as it is. And here we could also do the bevel for that point, for that top maybe, and it really messes things up, but we don't want to touch there. So here now we have something smooth. We can go to our viewport shading. I think it's almost there, except one other. Let's bring it closer by pressing a period. Let's select that point here. It's the margin point. We don't want to go up to there. From here to there. I'm gonna do a bevel. So let's do a bevel like that. So we are making the wing round, and we have to solve this, dissolving this dissolve vertex, and it's a sharp point there. We have to dissolve this as well and connect these. We go to the shading. We should be able to see. So looking from the top, we have a smooth round shape, and yeah. So here we can also have the dissolve vertex and just directly join with that. Sorry, J. But it's just my preference. You don't have to do this with every, because I don't like this. This doesn't create a single point of, just blends in. Either way, if we have done this before, it's all be around this. Anyway, let's remove any, save these and remove any additional vertices by selecting all. Control V, merge by distance, one removed. Now we go to the shading, and in the object we select shade smooth. Now our plane looks really smooth, like this should be. Yeah, from the camera it looks like that. If we render it, render image, it's looking like that. So that's all for this video. In the next video, thank you very much. Let's see what else we could do to refine this model. Thanks for watching. See you next time.